Hey, it's Tuano with Destiny Education. So, I hope you guys are back from a wonderful weekend. Today, we're going to talk about love's impact on fear. Love is truly the most powerful force. So, let me help you understand a couple of things about love. There is only one place that love can be defined, and that is in what we already know is the Holy Bible. So a lot of people are confused about love. So let's go back to the one source of truth instead of trying to take my word for it. How about we deal with what God says about love? Because if we go with that, then there is no being wrong. You ready? Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have no love, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I could remove mountains and have no love, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned and have not love, it profits nothing. Love suffers long and is kind. Love envies not. Love does not lift itself up, and it is not puffed up. It does not behave itself unseemingly or seek his or her own. Is not easily provoked, and thinketh no evil. Rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in truth. Beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Love never Love never fails. But where there are prophecies, they will fail. Where there is tongues, they will stop. Where there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. You know, oftentimes people like to say that no human can love that way. I don't agree. I'm going to tell you why. It doesn't matter what people do to you, you get to choose how you respond to it. See, sometimes when people hurt you, it's going to hurt for a while, but you can choose to not allow it to destroy your life. That's a choice that you get to make. And when you make that choice, you kind of get to move in that direction. You see, what 1 Corinthians 13, 4 through 8, that was actually 1 through 8, shares with you is all the things that are involved in truly loving someone. It is truly a time when we give of ourselves wholly and completely with the expectation of nothing in return. In 2023, most people don't want to love that way. Their love is highly conditional, and it's based off of a quid pro quo. What you do for me, I do for you. You know, recently someone sent me a Instagram post, and this guy is kissing his wife goodbye, and he's like, "Okay, I love you," and then he walks away and goes, "Okay, I only have a couple seconds. Don't ever get married because you have to do this, and they want you to cater to their every whim." There is no place in the Bible that God tells you to cater to the whim of a woman. He does not at all. He tells you to take care of your wife. He says, love your wife as Christ loved the church and lay your life down for her. But I don't recall Jesus ever succumbing to the whims of individuals. We have such a skewed understanding of what love is. Love is sacrificing. And I remember the first time someone said that to me, that was so hard for me to stomach. It was very hard for me to stomach because I thought, well, then all you ever do is sacrifice, 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 and nothing ever comes from it. But I was wrong. And that was so not true. The reality is that when you give solely of yourself, you empower the other person to get better. It's the one thing that they get to hold on to to help themselves climb out of the darkness pit. Because that's what fear creates, is a pit of darkness. And love is the light that shows them the direction to get out of that pit. And that's what it is. The reason that love is the thing that destroys fear, that destroys all evil, isn't because it's a word that people say. Love is not a feeling. Contrary to the erroneous belief of many, erroneous meaning wrong, love is not a feeling. It's not how you feel. It might elicit emotion, but love is action. Love without action is fairy dust. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't encourage anything. It only allows the person to be destroyed. We have manipulated love in so many different ways. How does love overcome? Again, because it shines a light in the darkness to allow the people to climb out of the pit that fear is holding them bondage in. And I want you to understand the bondage of fear while we're on this, because people often think that it's not that big of a deal, but it is. Remember the shackles that they used to use in old days? Sometimes you'll see them like in the 1800s. They would have these big, huge wrist wraps on them and these big, like 40-pound chains, and they would shackle you around your waist and around your ankles and around your wrist. That is a solid representation of what fear does to us as individuals. The way that it binds us, the way that it captures us and it keeps us imprisoned. It's with shackles. And here we are stuck in a way and we can't get out. These shackles have us attached to ourselves in a prison door that's wide open. All we have to do is remove the shackles and walk out of the prison door. And when you have someone who genuinely loves you, that light allows you to see that the shackles fear put on you are not locked. They're open. And all you have to do is unwrap yourself. Take yourself off from it. Pull it from your waist. Pull it from your ankles and let it just drop off. And some people will say that's easier said than done. It's only easier when you don't believe the direction that you've been given to walk away from fear. You see, belief becomes the next part of removing fear from your life. You have to believe that it's possible. And then you have to take action and begin to walk in the direction that you want to go. Without belief in action, you're done. You're going to stay in the open prison cell with the unlocked shackles for the rest of your day until you decide to do something different. But the only thing that guides you out of there is love. And whether Jesus chooses to show that to you through a human or he himself chooses to shine the light on that, he is going to shine the light to let you see that the delusion that you're living in, the lie that you're living in, is just that. It's an untruth that can be overcome by following the light right out of the open cell. And on the day when you decide to follow that light out of the open cell, you become unstoppable. See, that's the next thing that love does. Love empowers you to move through all the hardship and to become successful at whatever you put your hand to do. I don't care if you want to be an underwater basket weaver. With the right amount of love, it gives you the belief that you can accomplish everything. And it gives you the strength to take the action to make it happen. So, that's enough for today. I'm going to jump off. If you like this episode, click that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and then ring the notification bell so that you can be alerted every time we put out a new tape. Did I say tape? Boy, I just show my age. Every time we put out a new video, you will be notified. Click the notification bell. I'll see you next time. Bye.